All right, boys and girls, I am going to do a demonstration on I'm going to model the Create a Map activity, which is a academic achievement grade, which means is a test grade in the grade book. And so what I'm going to do is model how we are going to complete this activity. The criteria that was given, the rubric that was given, had a list of things that you had to add to your map. I'm giving everybody an 11 by 11 sheet of paper, but you may use any shape that you want because my virtual learners will be taking a picture of it and submitting it to me through Schoology, so you can use whatever shape, whatever size paper you want to use, as long as you have all the criteria. So we're making a physical map of your own state. That means you can create your own state, your own shape, your own name, anything. It should not be a state that already exists. You're making your own state. It can have any shape that you choose. We're going to use the guidelines, questions, and the rubric to complete our map, okay? And we will be using our journal, our social studies journal, which I called our cartographer's toolbox, our cartographer's toolbox, that has all of our journal notes about the parts of a map and such, okay? So the first thing that I like to do is I like to create my grid because I want to know exactly what I'm working with. So in order to create my grid, I took a ruler and I laid it down on the edge of my paper, and then I just traced the lines over and over to the end of the paper until I got to the end of the edge of the paper. And it gave me quite a few boxes. And so I did this horizontally and I did it vertically. Okay, I went all the way down. And then the top, if you see across the top here, I lettered them A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and then down the side I labeled 1 through 9, and I left this corner box blank. There should be nothing in this corner box here. We don't want anything in that corner box, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is state title as a physical map. This is a physical map, so I need to think to myself, what is the title of my map going to be? And I've thought long and hard about my map. And I'm going to call my state New Matthew. I know it's not very original, but my state will be New Matthew. And it is a physical map of New Matthew. There is my title. All right. The next thing is I need a compass rose with a cardinal and intermediate directions. And I know that a compass rose on most maps is at the bottom. So over here in this corner, I already have an idea of where I want my map to be centered on my paper. So I know I have plenty of space over here. I know north, south, east, and west. I also have northeast, northwest, north-south, or southeast, and southwest. I apologize for that. Okay. Next, I need a map grid. Now, you say I've already drawn my map grid. You only have to have a 5 by 5, but because I want to use a ruler and I want nice and neat straight lines, I went ahead and gave myself as many squares as I could. So if you count mine, I've got a 9 by 9 plus this extra one here, so it's really 10 by 10. So yours only has to be a 5 by 5, but I did my grid first because I want my map inside my grid here, okay? Now map scale, at the bottom of my map, I'm going to put my map scale, and so I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw a line from 0 to 1. I'm going to put an end mark, 0 to 1, and then I'm going to make this equal 50 miles. Okay, so 1 inch on my map will equal 50 miles. I drew that down here. 1 inch equals 50 miles. Okay. Now I need a legend and a key with at least 5 symbols, landforms, at least 3 landforms. I need 3 bodies of water. I need 3 cities or towns, and one of them has to be my capital. So before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and draw the shape of my map. Now, I will tell you that I'm going to be creative with my map, but not too sophisticated, because this is just a model for you. And so my map is going to have some physical feature borders like a river. So a river to the north might be this shape. And then this shape here, and then down the side. And then I want a gulf in my state. And it's going to come up. And I also want one of my features will be a peninsula. So I'm going to have a peninsula like that. And so there is the shape of my new Matthew. All right. So after I have the shape of my map drawn, now I can go ahead and start adding all of the pieces I need to add to my map. So I'm going to start with a legend or a key. So I need 5 symbols. All right, so 5 symbols. So I know that on most legends, the scale is inside the legend. So we'll put my legend down here. Notice it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to write this will be my river, a circle, which almost always indicates a city. I'll put a star for my capital. I'm going to put this. I'm going to have some mountains. And another symbol, and I don't want to give you all the examples, so I don't want you to use only mine, but if you have another, any other symbol that you want to add to your map, you can. So I have my legend here, and now I need at least 3 landforms. Well, here's one. I have my Gulf of Industry. That's what I'm going to name my Gulf. That's one landform. I have the peninsula here. We're going to call this the Andes Peninsula. And then of course I'm going to need some mountains. So I'm going to go draw some mountains up here. I got the Levi mountain range. Up here in the top. And then, of course, I'm going to draw a river, the mighty Caitlin River. Okay. And then I'm going to need 3 cities. So one city here will be Meganville. Another city, because I love where I went to school, will be Aggie Land. Another city down here will be Harringtown. And I've given some thought to mine. And I'm going to go ahead and add a 4th, which will be my capital. And my capital will be Sod Offsville. Yeah, I know. Not very creative, right? Okay, but you get the gist, right? Bodies of water, I need at least 3. I have a gulf, I have a river, and now I need one more body of water. And so I'm going to draw a lake right here. And we have a very large lake in New Matthew. And it's going to be Lake Frank, named after my beautiful puppy. Okay, so let's go through the only thing I'm missing is a last symbol in my symbols. I need one more symbol. So if I think about all the symbols that we have talked about, I'm going to go ahead and run a train track from Herringtown all the way to Meganville. I'm going to run a train track from Meganville to Aggieland. And guys, you can be as creative as you want to. Please don't think that you can't use your creativity. Okay? All my towns should be created, so I've got another sawed off, run a train track to Aggieland. So my fifth symbol will be train tracks. Okay. I have my capital, I forgot to label that. My capital city. Okay. And so if I do all of this, I have met all the criteria for the rubric for my map. Okay. I don't want you to overthink it. You know, have fun. I want you to be very creative. Don't be afraid to use that creativity. You can use your family members, your friends' names. You can make up your own name from video games of your cities and your towns and your mountain ranges and your lakes and your rivers and, you know, whatever you have. You know, I don't want you to feel like, you know, it doesn't. It has to be. You know, like mine, you can use your creativity and think about your own, okay? But I want you to have fun with it and really enjoy yourself. You know, get your parents to help you, give you some ideas on things that you want to draw or you know, things like that. And then if you have any questions, of course, you can always contact me and we can discuss it, okay? All right, so good luck with your map. Remember, take your time. You have a whole 4 days to do it. Don't rush through it. Do little steps at a time. Like the instructions say on Tuesday through Friday, do one small piece at a time. So you know, make sure you do your best. And then if you have questions, just get back with us. Okay? Enjoy yourself. Have a great day. Have a great day, guys. Bye.